The saga continues. Biggy 237, the saga continues. Anything where it glitter for Cameroon, may I tell this slave queen them, is not gold. I'm telling you. Anything that glitters is not gold. It's not gold at all. Finally, the contestants, they don't enter us. The contestants are in the house. You can see them. Yeah. You will see the contestant in the house, not in that. Them did them for house. A house that I don't know whether a camera or a surveillance. Whether Biggy 237 is under surveillance. Yeah. When I carry surveillance camera, they do show. It's a beginning for everything. Before banana one ripe, it gave a green. But no, actually the show was poor. The organization was poor. Very, very poor. There was no follow-up. No nothing to no nothing. I know say plenty people go talk, say no, say now how the house must or how they did so. No, that's in a wide camera. A wide camera. So it take all the angle one time. So it compressor. So it is small. And people in that now bet they now men they give on nang for day. The day they say they been janga. Anyhow. They will go for before. After all that polemic, the man when they be say issue, they let DS Max a manager. It will say, I haven't be there me anymore. The disgrace is 5 much. I can't be there. Me wearing not it there, so I resigned. But I give organizer them 4 days for pay my money. Tito Valery. That time we grand you be inspired with, but now so yes. Very grand Tito. You be inspired with, but now so I be no say one day you go disgrace me. I be sure the weight. Yes, I be no. So you don't say I know the organizers will not get for pay my money because I know they for down a thing. I know they for down a thing. I know can suffer for show and whatsoever. So there is still a lot of boiling water under the rocks. People are still angry. When you want to do a show like this, if you really have to do it, take your time and plan it well. Even if it's the first time, the thing I say, Gary don't tight for your hand. Gary don't really tight for your hand. And soup no day. So you really get for chop them. You will chop the Gary like that. Chop the Gary. You go chop the Gary. So, and we want to pray for you so that it will work. Let it work. It will be the glory of all of us. If you fail now, all we fail. Yes. All the Vicky for color, then two, they don't resign. And they no still pay money. I want you to talk now for some backside story. Would not imagine, say, a Cameroonian will come to that place and buy drinks for 6 million. I forgot. Oh. And buy drinks for 6 million francs. And we hear that they go give at 25,000 with one back ndop rice for contestant where you go win big 237. The disgrace is 9 months. It's 9 months. But the fact I say we go listen to Ni. We go listen to what we Ni get for talk. Now advice for we. We go take 2 minutes for listening for Ni. 2 minutes. So that may we learn. Eh? He has so much to say, but we will just give 2 minutes.
He's telling MC,
yeah,
either we are changing or this one is coming up next. You're going to put it this way. The lady will come first, the man will come second, and you will talk. We didn't see that coordination. I'm coming back to MCs because we have to go break that one too. Now, we were also found this problem. Like I said from the beginning, that where were some of the people who attended the first show? And how come that they were not there for the second show? In the first show, which was the introduction of this idea, that took place in a better hall at this hotel in Bonaprise and in Bonanjo, La Falaise of Bonanjo. It was made clear that there were 2 ambassadors for this project. Soli Egbe, Tizi Panchak. These ambassadors were introduced to us as ambassadors, were introduced to the social media as ambassadors for this year's 237 Biggy. They were not mentioned yesterday and they were nowhere to be found yesterday, which means there was no follow-up. I keep saying this thing of follow-up, which means after the 4 or 5 months, there was relaxation and people did not follow up. The organizers did not go to follow up. Ambassador, are you ready? What do we do? Noni was making a video today and said he had lots of discussion. They said they will call him back in 2 minutes and they didn't call back. That's exactly that was happening. There was no follow-up. If you want to go there, they will have their own motives. I don't want to bring them here, but if you go now to Soli, something must have happened. If you go now to Tizi, something must have happened, which means they didn't have any concrete agreements. If they had concrete agreements, these ambassadors would have been there. So who are these ambassadors? I didn't see the ambassadors. Let me explain something to you here. I am one of those, maybe the only person who may have watched this show in 2 places. I watched this show yesterday at the Nice Entertainment venue, Indies Entertainment Lounge, where we put all the 7 television sets there on Big Brother Cameroon. And I was there with General Toxic and Awilo, who had just left the station. They were telling me how the station looked like. And from there, I already knew the trouble because I was there present 2 hours after. For 2 hours, I stayed, I had dinner, I took a bottle of drink while watching people enter there from TV. It was everywhere and we were talking. Then I started having the problem of psychologically already. You realize each time people entered there, they disappeared. Was there no camera to turn and face that disappearing? Yes, not the camera's people's fault. It's because of the venue. This venue was too tight and short. It wasn't like a hall, which means you had to displace lots of cameras. And if you had to displace those cameras with different angles, the lights would have been disturbing people. So I can understand why TV didn't have to show the crowd or the back part of the bar. The focus now had to be there, which of course you would see an MC will not go to the back. That's why you had to see Vicky's shoes, because that was supposed to be done at the backstage, but there was no backstage. This backstage was the front stage. Because yes, MC they remove shoes where they don't tight for their foot. We remove them for backside. They didn't take air, fan. But then there wasn't a backstage. So if everything stood like that, what do you expect an MC who is standing there for 3 hours? At a certain moment, you get mad. I'm not saying that all what she may have done they were correct, but they were supposed to be a backstage. How come the first venue that we went there was far better, a big hall that was just to introduce the idea? Then the second venue is a snack for projection. So before I left here, I saw 2 things. One straight line,
Thank you, plenty.
the red carpet that was not used.
You know, say no, you be wise man. You wise man. So you know what it takes to do all these things. We like your advice. And if you want really follow Tiwe Ni talk, if you want follow and fine, you go for CMTV Buzz. He did it. He talk for 1 hour. 1 hour. And me say he talk. Then he talk. After he talk again. Then they can't ask again and say no, that part talk. Yes. Yes. May we go for international news. Ah, la vie de l'homme camerounais chinois.